March 16, 1968. Vietnam. A small village called My Lai. By the end of the day, more than 500 unarmed civilians, women, children, elderly men, will be dead. Not killed in battle, not caught in crossfire, executed. And the most important act of heroism that day will not involve firing a weapon. It will involve pointing one. The United States Army entered My Lai believing it was a stronghold of Viet Cong fighters. It wasn't. What they found were farmers, families eating breakfast, children playing. What followed was not confusion. It was not panic. It was not fog of war. It was a massacre. Soldiers rounded civilians up, shot them in ditches, set fire to homes, ignored screams. And most of the world wouldn't know for over a year. But someone did see it. From above. Warrant Officer Hugh Thompson Jr., age 25, role helicopter pilot, mission reconnaissance and medical evacuation. He wasn't there to fight, he was there to observe. Flying low over My Lai, Thompson noticed something deeply wrong. Bodies. Lots of them. Not enemy fighters, no weapons, no uniforms, just villagers. At first, he assumed they were casualties of battle. Then he landed to help a wounded woman. An American officer walked over. The woman was still alive. The officer shot her, point blank. Thompson took off, and that's when the situation crossed from horrifying to unacceptable. From the air, Thompson saw a group of civilians, mostly women and children, being herded toward a ditch by American soldiers. He realized what was about to happen. So he landed his helicopter between the soldiers and the civilians. Let's be very clear here. This was not protocol. This was not procedure. This was mutiny in everything but name. Thompson turned to his door gunner, Lawrence Colburn, and said, "If they open fire on those people, you open fire on them." American soldier, ordered to shoot other American soldiers. That sentence alone should tell you how serious this was. Thompson confronted the commanding officer on the ground and demanded the civilians be allowed to leave. A tense standoff, weapons loaded, no one blinking. Eventually, the soldiers backed off. Thompson called in helicopters and evacuated the civilians to safety, saving at least 11 lives, likely more. He then flew over the village again, marking wounded civilians so they could be rescued, while the massacre continued elsewhere.
You'd think this is where the story ends. Hero stops massacre. Hero goes home. Hero gets honored. Wrong. Very wrong. Thompson reported what he saw. Nothing happened. When the truth of My Lai finally came out, Thompson was not praised. He was vilified, called a traitor, received death threats, hate mail. Some members of Congress publicly attacked him, because in wartime, apparently, stopping murder is controversial. For years, he carried the weight of that day, while many of the perpetrators faced little or no punishment.
It took 30 years. 30. In 1998, Hugh Thompson, Lawrence Colburn, and Glenn Andreotta, who had died years earlier, were awarded the Soldier's Medal, the highest U.S. award for heroism not involving combat with the enemy. 30 years late. But not forgotten. When asked about his actions, Thompson said something simple. "I didn't feel like a hero. I felt like I had a duty." Hugh Thompson didn't fire on the enemy. He didn't win a battle. He didn't change the outcome of the war. He did something harder. He chose humanity over obedience. In a place where almost everyone failed morally, he didn't. And sometimes, that's the bravest thing a person can do.